coming out of two. Flagman says 4 down, 4 to go.
flag, we're racing. Mike Kelly pacing the field to the green.
Oh, he pushes hard up. Oh, boy, we got problems. We got problems. If they're there, nothing you can do as a driver. Christian Hunt. Drew Garcia, green flag, we're racing. Strong move by Drew Garcia, pushing it into 3. Off of 4. Your race leader. Christian Hunt. Blake Garcia. Oh, I'm sorry. Blake Clark. Almost gave him a... Lee Riley. First-time visitor from all the way to Lubbock, Texas. Appreciate her being here tonight. Drew Garcia had a corner lead over Christian Hunt, Blake Clark, Lee Riley, and Mike Kelly. That is your running order. Drew Garcia racing with us second straight week. He had a strong showing last week. This week he's leaving off right where he left. I don't even know what I'm saying. He's doing good is what I'm trying to say. Got about a straightaway lead over the 23C of Christian Hunt, Blake Clark, Lee Riley, points leader Mike Kelly in that 5 car. Oh boy, that 23C of Christian Hunt, he's using all the track. Dusting up the wall, you can see as he drives on by. Lee Riley up door to door with Blake Clark for 3rd. Using that low groove, drifting up, coming off of 4, takes over the 3rd spot. Flagman says 2 to go. It's been all Drew Garcia. He raced number 1 of stock car, or street stocks, I'm sorry. 281 street stocks. White flag. Coming off of 4, taking the checkered flag, the 9 car of Drew Garcia. Heat race number 2. Coming to the green flag, Jody Jones, Joseph Hunt, green flag, we're racing. Wade White using the infield, get past the 25. Woo! Coming off of 2. Watch out for that 68 car. That 03 and Mike Hathcock. I'm sorry, that's Cade Fabian. Shane Gritty. First time racing with us. Appreciate him coming out. Looks like we got some trouble there with Jody Jones. This car's off the pace. Don't look now. The 56 or Ricky Braddock. Looking to the low side. Oh boy, we got trouble. That was a great save. That was a great save by the 56. That infield tire looked like it was heading straight towards him. Coming off of 4, we got the 24, Joseph Hunt, your leader. 56 run right past him. Chopping his nose going into 1. Wade White looking to take over the 2nd spot. Using that high groove. Spin all 56. Ricky Braddock. Joseph Hunt. Shane Pretty out of nowhere coming up through the field for 2nd. Wade White taking over that 3rd spot. Drops the 24 to 4th. 03 Cade Fabian's 5th. Flagman says 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go, 2 laps to go. Ricky Braddock, Shane Pretty. Wade White. White flag, 1 lap to go. Coming out of 2. Ricky Braddock. Shane Pretty. Coming off of 4. Checkered flag waving for Ricky Braddock. Shane Pretty. Going about 5 miles, coming off of 4. 5 miles an hour. Green flag, we're racing. Door to door. Mill Irons, Tyndall. Bailey. Bailey looking at the inside of Mill Irons. Brake. Checking that brakes. That one, Dwayne Wolf coming out of nowhere in that 10 car. He's won this heat race win. First time out here. It's a good looking 10 car. Kevin Tyndall coming off of 4. He's your race leader. Them fast unit cars are fast. You'll see his team car the next heat, the 416 of Chase Neal. These 2 guys are teammates. Dwayne Wolf with that diamond move coming off of 4, takes over the lead. Nice little crossover move. Tyndall looks like he's having a hard time getting that car turned, going in the corner. Him and Mill Irons battling out for 2nd. James Bailey's 4th. Grant Wallem with a strong move. They always say, 8 tires turn better than 4. Takes the 188 of Thomas Clark back to position. Clark with a little bump. Says, hey, Grant, didn't really appreciate that last corner. Meanwhile, it's been all Dwayne Wolf coming off of 4. Tyndall, Mill Irons, Bailey, Grant Wallem. Bissonette taking over that 6th spot. Ooh, we got a little trouble. A little contact. A little tire row. Flagman says 2 laps to go, Mr. Wolf. Tyndall, Bailey, Mill Irons, Grant Wallem. Oh, we got 3 wide for 4th. It's a heat race, folks. Off the 4, taking the white flags. Dwayne Wolf in that 10 car. Tyndall started pole. Good showing by that 84K. James Bailey's back racing with us. Dennis Bissonette in that 818. Checker flag waving for Dwayne Wolf. I'm a race fan. They need to come on. Gas on it. We're racing. Going into 1. Door to door. What a great battle for 2nd. Toller and Miller. Simsick and Chase Neal. Ruben picking up where he left off last week. Leading. Oh, look at Chase Neal using the bottom. He said, hello, Jeff Toller. I'm here. Power move, Chase Neal. Looking to the low side of Gary Miller for 2nd. Door to door. Battling for 2nd. Neal, Miller. Simsick passing Gary Miller for third. Looking for more. Richard, Neal, Simsick, Miller. Oh, Richard getting a little loose coming off a 2, allowing Chase Neal to get up to his door. Getting that car rotated real nice coming off. Tons of drive. Side by side. 4 down, 4 to go. Look at Simsick. Simsick didn't want to push Isho. He had to get up off the gas, hit the brake a little bit. Otherwise, he would have pushed up into Burchard. Tons of respect shown by the 44. We got a new race leader. Chase Neal is no stranger to the victory lane. He wins quite a bit at KSP. We appreciate him coming out here and racing with us. Flagman says 2 laps to go. Simsick takes over the second spot from last week's winner. Oh, we got a crossover move. A little cosmetic. Oh, we got the hood up on Ruben's car. He's saying hello. See how good he drives. White flag waving for Chase Neal. Look at Simsick in that 44. Get up to the bumper. Looking low. Simsick thinking, man, this heat race pacing cheeseburgers. Hey Chase, how you doing? Off of 4. Checker flag waving for Dino. Anthony Simsick in that 44. Quickening their pace. Up on the bars, we're going green flag racing. '91 pitching it in there. Get a car rotated coming off a 2. He's your early race leader. Got all sorts of goodness happening. Cars passing each other on the high side, low side, splitting each other. Great racing. Putting on a show for you folks. It's like that 5 car having a terrible push. Brandon Hood using that high side. He started 6th. Don't look now, Archie Witt started shotgun on the field. He's up to 6th. Mike Moore. Jason Hunter. Hardy Henderson. Chris Bragg. We got Brandon Hood off the pace. Something must be happening with that car. Moore, Hunter, Henderson, Bragg, Lackey, Witt, and Melton. So we got Brandon Hood in that 1B. He's off the pace. He's off the track. And we have the 5 at JJ Carr. He's in the infield. Archie Witt taking it off the track. It's been all 91M of Mike Moore. He started pole. Hunter, Henderson, and Bragg, your top 4. Got a great battle. Hardy Henderson looking to the low side of Hunter for 2nd. Going into 3. Cars rotating. Oh. Looks like Hunter, something happened with a 13H of Jason Hunter. He's off the pace. Flagman trying to get him to the infield. It's been all Mike Moore in that 91M. Henderson, Bragg, Lackey, and Melton. Flagman, 2 laps to go. Henderson with a strong move going into 3. White flag waving for the 91 of Mike Moore. 1 lap to go in this Heat race. Off of 4, up on the bars. We're going green flag racing. Wasn't it Jacob's child? Julia Childs was last week's winner. Jacobs, wasn't it Childs? Flagman says 2 laps to go. Don't look now, Mr. Jacobs, but Julia Childs is hot on your tail. Into 3. Coming off of 4. White flag waving. 1 lap to go. Side by side going into 1. New race leader. Oh boy, she pushed. I called that one a little too early. Team Pinky. Team Pinky. Coming off of 4, Team Pinky. How about it? Clifton whizzing it with a heat race win. Bragg bringing him to a crawl, coming off of 4. Take that green flag. Quentin Noel, James Guyton, 3 wide. Ronnie Bell and Florio battling for 4th. Don't look now, the 777 of James Honish is up there in the mix. Looking 3 wide for 2nd. Stair-stepping going into 1. It's been all Tyler Bragg, I'm sorry. We got a Taylor and a Tyler. Sometimes I mix them up. Side by side. Bump and grind for 3rd. Quentin Noel. James Guyton. Florio Bell. Shirley 3 wide for 4th. Don't look now at the 37 of Jeffrey Abbey's up there. Tell you what, you saw the Sport Mods put on a dang show here at 281 Speedway. It don't matter what it is, a heat race, a wheelbarrow race, these guys know how to race. Bragg, Noel, Bell, Guyton, your top 4. Jeffrey Abbey 5th. Taylor Florio, Brad Shirley, Gabe Tucker and Honish mixing it up. Jeffrey Abbey using that high groove, get by James Guyton for 4th. Bragg, Noel, Bell, Abbey, your top 4. Good battle between. Oh baby, oh baby. We got Noel looping it around. Exit of turn 2. It's a corrected. We're still green flag racing. Flagman said 2 laps to go. Bragg, Abbey, Guyton, 3 wide for 4th. Look at that Taylor Floor. Woo! She's up to 3rd. Using that high groove, 3 wide. Look at Guyton go. Taylor Floor, oh baby, what a race for 3rd. White flag waving. Checkered flag for Tyler Bragg. Jeffrey Abbey. Taylor Florio. James Guyton. Brad Shirley. Green flag for racing. Patterson out to your early lead. Looking to the high side of that 84 of David Garland. There's a 71 of Scott Patterson. Cass Griffin. Got a great battle for the lead. We got 3 carts, which equal about 1 full-size car, battling it out. This little crossover move between the 80. Oh, we got the 66 doing small circles in the infield. Affectionately called the KR here at 281. If you do small circles in the infield, that is the KR. You can literally throw a blanket over the top 3. Queen size blanket. I'm glad somebody's getting my jokes. I got a little bit of a chuckle out of Missy up here. Look at the 84 of Dave Garland. Taking over that lead with a strong move going into 3. Jeff Patterson. Scott Patterson. I don't know how they're related. They might be brothers. Might be father-son. If they're father-son, I hope they come play the balloon toss at intermission. White flag waving for the 84 of Dave Garland. Then we got the brothers Patterson, or the. I'm gonna figure this one out before the amen. I'm gonna figure out if they're how they're related. I don't know. We got four dwarf cars, and they're going green flag racing. Is Brent Mayfield. His father in the 53 is Ernest Mayfield. Ernest looping it around. It was a little premature celebration by Ernest Mayfield. Let's see, we got the, that was a 20X. That's Junior Gregory. It looked like a 26. So that's a 20X. Junior Gregory. And the only other guy I got is a 138. That's Joe Shadan? Who? Shenanigans? I got Sedan and I got Shenanigans. I don't know. Either way, that's Joe. I'm just going to affectionately call him Joe by his first name. He's in that 138, that black car. And he's your leader. I'm too busy looking at the driver lineup on my phone to even be paying attention to the race. I'm sorry. Got a great battle between him and Mayfield. Flagman says 4 to have, 4 to go. Laps to go for Mr. Joe in that 138. 20X. Junior Gregory. Brent Mayfield, third. His father in the 53 is pulling off. Green flag, we're racing. So you have the 90 car. 90 car, Richard Brooker. I'm just going to say Brooker. I don't know. Whatever. Somebody come up here and correct me if you actually know who the 90 car is. I need to be corrected. '15 of Troop Miller. Don't look now. Danny Rogers in that 02, rocketing off a 2 into 3. He's taking over the lead. Well, I thought he was. What a great battle. Top 4. Rogers. New race leader. See that? .32 of Dallas Patterson using that high groove. Looking to take over the second spot from the 90 car. Rogers, Patterson, Brooker. Troop Miller. That's your top 4. Then it's a 9 car of Dizzy Miller. Oh, trouble. Trouble for the 90. He's a little off the pace. Maybe his foot slipped off the gas pedal. Oh, red flag. I'm sorry. Red-yellow for the 9 car, Dizzy Miller. Green flag. We're racing. Danny Miller. Look at him in that 02. Out to a healthy lead over the rest of the field. 32, 90, 15, your top 4. Danny Rogers. White flag waving for the 02 Dwarf Car. He pitches into 1. Coming out of 2. Heading down the back straightaway. One last time. Jason, our flagman. Checkered flag waving. For the 02 Dwarf. Green flag, we're racing. 3D just looked like he didn't even go. David Hammond. The 4 car, that's Ty McCoy. I watched some Facebook videos. Old Ty and Chance Hall, both those guys out front, they were racing each other real good at KSP last Saturday. Saw both perspectives of their in-cars. Looks like the 81, that's Carl Davis. He's 3rd. Got trouble in that 3D. Way off the pace. In fact, the top 3 is about to lap 4th. Chance Hull in that 28. Ty McCoy. He's driving that 4 car. And it's the 81 of Carl Davis. That's your top 3. They're going 8 laps. Flagman says 2 laps to go. It's been all Chance Hull in this last heat race for your Dwarf Cars. Into 3 out of 4. White flag waving. Checkered flags out. Chance Hull, your heat race winner. Picking up the gas just a little bit. Engines coming to life. Green flag, we're racing. Into 1, Justin Roberts pushing that car in there. Side by side. Him and Lewis Blackwood battling out for the lead. Right behind him, Zach Spillman, Ronnie Warren battling for 3rd, side by side. Got AJ Dancer and Dennis Bissonette side by side. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Into 1 they go. Zach Spillman pinching it off in the middle groove. Him, Ronnie Warren, Bissonette. Oh, we got trouble. Got trouble. Got the 12 of Weston Abbey and the 49 of Tony Hawkins. Caution. Caution was on the 12, the 489. Roberts takes off, coming out of 4. Pacing the field. Blackwood, Warren. Side by side. Stacking them up. Jeffrey Abbey in that 112. Looking at the outside of Spillman. Got a great battle shaping up. At 4th, 5th, and 6th spots. Cosper, look at that blue car. Mr. Breeze, locking him up, coming out of 2. He's up to the door of AJ Dancer in that 52 car. It's been all Justin Roberts. Bissonette looking at the inside. A Blackwood going into 1, coming out of 2. Door to door, those 2 are battling. Warren, Jeffrey Abbey, Dancer, Cosper, Spillman. Roberts looking great up there on the top shelf. Blackwood. Blackwood going to groove up from Roberts. Using momentum up on the top. See if he can get a nice run going into 1. 3 wide, stair-stepping, going into 1, coming out of 2. Roberts, Blackwood, Bissonette, Warren, Abbey, Dancer. Great battle for 2nd on to 5th, 6th, I don't know. It's crazy back there. Drivers swapping positions. Going 3 wide, coming out of 4. Got trouble turn 4. Weston Abbey. He gets it refired. He'll be joining. Flagman says 7 down, 8 to go. Roberts, Blackwood. Oh, baby, look at the battle for 3rd. Jeffrey Abbey pushing the issue going into 1 and 2. Takes over the 4th spot. Roberts, Blackwood, Bissonette, Jeffrey Abbey, AJ Dancer, Ronnie Warren. Jeffrey Abbey Low line on the tire. Door to door with Bissonette. Driving her in hard into 1. Getting that car rotated around, coming off a 2. Losing a little bit of ground to Bissonette. Bissonette got that momentum on the high side, allowing him to keep his position. The field is catching Mr. Roberts. Oh, 3:65. Look at Jeffrey Abbey driving in hard into 3. Coming off a 4. He takes over the 4th spot from Bissonette, looking for more. Door to door for 2nd. Look at Abbey. Abbey Blackwood battling for 2nd. Justin Roberts is going to have some company here pretty soon. 2 laps to go. Who can it be? Abbey. Roberts' car pushes a little. Oh boy. Look at this. Here comes Jeffrey Abbey. Locking him up. Look at the car rotating. Forward bite. I can't even comprehend this. Look at it. Blackwood on the high side, getting a run coming off a 2. Roberts into 3. Papa Roberts with his hands up. Come on, Justin. Come on, Justin Mark. Justin Roberts. Lewis Blackwood. Jeffrey Abbey. Coming off of our green flag. We're racing. Three wide. Wade White to the front. Wasting little time. Look at Drew Garcia splitting Blake Clark and Mike Kelly. Oh. Kelly. Hunt. Ooh, 4 wide. Pretty Clark, Hunt, and Kelly went 4 wide going into 3. Very familiar face, Wade White in that 68. Rocket Man out to about a straightaway lead over Drew Clark in that 9G. Then you got the 24 of Joseph Hunt, Blake Clark, and Shane Pretty, your top 5. Then you have Kristen Hunt. Oh, we got trouble. Lee Riley around. She gathers herself. White, Garcia, Clark, Hunt, Pretty. Pretty with a strong run coming off a 2. Using that momentum to get past the Hunt. Green flag, we're racing. Cars battling side by side into 1. Drew Garcia. Oh, here comes Shane Pretty. Shane Pretty up to 4th. Driving in hard on the bottom. Coming off a 4. Side by side with Blake Clark. Wade White using that middle groove in 1 and 2. Getting a heck of a run coming off a 2. Got Drew Garcia. Strong move by Braddock. Oh boy, he's up on. Oh, that could have been disastrous. Caution's out. Oh boy. Lights are out. Wade can go at any time. We're green flag racing. Shane Pretty using the glow groove. Kate Fabian up high, getting a strong run going into 3. A little bit of bumper cars going into 3. Wade White, middle groove, his preferred line. Out to a half a straightaway lead over Drew Clark in that 9G. Sorry, Drew Garcia. I was looking at the 88 of Blake Clark when I said that. We got Wade White, Drew Garcia, Shane Pretty, the 88 of Blake Clark, the 03 Cade Fabian up on the berm. That cushion. Mike Kelly. Flight man says 7 down, 8 to go. Look at Cade Fabian. Rim riding. Washing out the rear end. Coming off a 2. Oh, he's... O3's in the infield. Relinquishes 5th to the 5 of Mike Kelly. Oh boy, we got company. Mr. Wade White's got company. Drew Clark, why is he? Oh, Drew Garcia is up to the bumper. I'm not sure Wade White's felt the bumper at all over the last couple weekends he's been racing. But Drew Garcia is hot on his tail. Will Wade White double up? Will we have a new feature winner in the street stock class? Shane Pretty back there in 3rd, wishing a caution would fall. Feels strung out a little bit between the top 3. Flagman says 2 laps to go. Wade White, Drew Garcia, Shane Pretty, Blake Clark, Mike Kelly, your top 5. Got lap traffic, gonna be playing a part. White flag waving for the 68 of Wade White. Into 1, coming off a 2. Oh baby. Into 3, one last time, coming off a 4, your 281 Street Stock feature winner, Wade White, Drew Garcia, Shane Pretty, 04 Jeff Toller, your front row. Green flag, we're racing. Toller, Mill Irons, Kevin Tyndall, last week's winner, Ruben Burchard, Simsick, Dwayne Wolf, Toller out front. Look at him go, coming off a 4. He's going to lead that lap. Then you got JD Mill Irons, Ruben Burchard, Kevin Tyndall, Anthony Simsick in a little bit of loose off of 2. Dwayne Wolf in that 10 car. James Bailey. And you got, it's a toss-up between Bissonette and Chase Neal. And you got the 188 of Thomas Clark. Grant Wallum in that 26. Terry Dumas, 55D. And 7M of Gary Miller. Oh, Toller pushed high. Mill Irons, look at the battle. Down the front straightaway. 3 wide. Meanwhile, Ruben Burchard says, hey, look at me, I'm the new leader. Simsick, James Bailey, Mill Irons, Tyndall, Dwayne Wolf. Right behind him is his team car, Chase Neal. Got a great battle between Bissonette and Wolf. 3 wide, look at Chase Neal on the high side. Bissonette Chase Neal using that high side, making her way to the front. Ruben Burchard. Simsick getting a good run coming off of 4. Getting a little bit of ground on last week's winner. James Bailey and Millarns having a great battle for 3rd. Right behind him, you got Bissonette and Kevin Tyndall mixing it up. Chase Neal. Terry Dumas in that 55D. He takes his car off the track. Great battle for 3rd. We got Bissonette, James Bailey. Bissonette using that low groove. Coming off of 4, side by side. Beat Bailey at the line. Leading, having that 3rd place car. It's been all Ruben Burchard using that high groove. He, I don't know if you can see that, but I believe he has a ratchet strap keeping his hood down. Little ingenuity there. Simsick, Bissonette, Bailey, Millarns, your top 5. Chase Neal in that 416. Looking at the inside of Millarns. Coming out of 2, getting a good run. He takes over the 5th spot. Burchard, Simsick, Bissonette, Bailey, Chase Neal, Millarns, Dwayne Wolf, Kevin Tyndall, Thomas Clark. Thomas Clark's rear brake rotors are glowing. Don't look now, Simsick. You got company. You got company for that 2nd spot. Millarns out to about a half a straightaway lead over the great battle for 2nd between Bissonette and Simsick. Bissonette looking to the inside. Flagman says 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Ruben Burchard. Ruben Burchard in that 51. Coming off of 4 to take the white flag. 1 lap to go, ladies and gentlemen. Simsick, Bissonette, Chase Neal, James Bailey, Dwayne Wolf, Burchard into 3, 1 last time, coming out of 4, checker flag waving for the 51 of Ruben Burchard, Dennis Bissonette, Anthony Simsick. It's Ruben Automotive, 51, Ruben Burchard. Green flag, we're right side. Mike Moore, TJ Lackey, Chad Melton. Chad Melton using that low groove. Don't look now, we got a 3-wide battle. Chad Melton on the tire, coming off of 4. He's your race leader. Hunter, Hardy Henderson, TJ Lackey, Brandon Hood all battling out. Battling it out. Battling it out. It's hard to say. Oh, Hunter. Trouble. TJ Lackey. He's stopped in the center of turn 4. Chad Melton. Got caution. Got a caution. 117.50. And then also if you are, well, I don't know, maybe Chad Melton, or maybe Chris Bragg, or Mike Moore, or Brandon Hood, maybe even Hardy Henderson. If you have their flag, you're coming down to the winner's circle and taking a picture. Chad Melton looking great going into 3, coming off of 4. He's got that car tuned perfectly. You got Chris Bragg and Mike Moore. Look at Brandon Hood bumping the cushion top of turn 1, coming off of 2. Getting a heck of a run going into 3. Using that high groove. Tons of momentum. Brandon Hood was last week's winner. Chad Melton, he's got that car tuned perfectly. Building about a half a straightaway lead over the second place car of Chris Bragg. Then you got the 91M. That's Mike Moore. Brandon Hood in that 1B. Then you got Hardy Henderson, Mr. Points leader. Mr. 63, he's 5th. Brandon using that high groove, getting a heck of a run coming off of 4. Up on the cushion. Chad Melton. Chris Bragg. Mike Moore, Brandon Hood, Hardy Henderson. Then it's Jason Hunter and TJ Lackey. These guys are stringing it out a little bit. Ooh, Brandon Hood, he likes it. He likes it on the high side. He told me so earlier today. We played 20 questions. He said he liked the high side. He's definitely showing us why. Putting on a show. But up front, it's been all Chad Melton in that white 71. Then you got Chris Bragg in the 24B and the 91M of Mike Moore. Hardy Henderson gets by with the 1B of Brandon Hood for 4th. Then you got Jason Hunter and TJ Lackey. Flagman. 10 down, 10 to go. Who's got Chad Melton's flag? You better get ready, because it's looking like he's going to be the race winner. Anything could happen, though. Chris Bragg is no slouch. Neither is Mike Moore. In fact, neither is any of these guys. These guys are all capable of winning. Boy, that track is super slick. Chad Melton off of 4, taking them laps. Always consistent, always smooth on the gas. Always a contender. Heck, a few weeks ago, he almost flipped it coming off of 2. He comes back and wins the race. Boy, I tell you. Chris Bragg and Mike Moore, that's the best battle on the track right now for 2nd. Chris Bragg, he has the spot. Mike Moore in that 91M, he's looking to try anything to get that nice looking white and black modified to the runner-up spot. Chad Melton, straightaway lead. He's out there probably crocheting or something. I don't know. He's making it look real easy. Maybe he's doing a crossword or a Sudoku or something. He's driving it looking like a minivan. Making it look easy. Chad Melton, Chris Bragg, Mike Moore, Hardy Henderson. He's sneaking into the picture. Great battle for 2nd. Mike Moore easing it into the corners, and the car rotated. Chad Melton stringing it out just a little bit further. Every lap he's gaining about 2-3 tenths. Flagman says 2 laps to go. 2 laps. Mr. Melton. Mr. Chad Melton. Through 3, coming off 4, white flag waving. 1 more lap to go. Great battle. Chris Bragg. Mike Moore for second. Into 3, coming off a 4, one last time. Chad Melton taking the checker flag. Oh, baby! Mike Moore for second. He sneaks in. Then he got Chris Bragg. Green flag for racing. Clifton Wisenitz. Mike Jacobs. Julia Childs. Team Pinky. We got a race. They're up on the bars. Okay, I kid. They're front wheel drive. There ain't no bars. 3 wide. Julia Childs won last week. Leave the left rear at home. Oh, that's funny. Mike Jacobs, second, and third. That's Clifton Wisnett. I was told that he's been in the service for over 20 plus years. We appreciate his service. It's been Julia Childs from the get-go. She's no stranger to the winner's circle. She's won a couple times out here. Her boyfriend has won a race. Julia Childs got that Mitsubishi Eclipse humming or rattling. I don't even know. Mike Jacobs, Clifton Wisenitz, Team Pinky. Ooh-wee. Just out to about a half a straightaway lead over Mike Jacobs, and then about another half a turn to Clifton Wisnett. Got the IMSA Southern Sport Mods coming out after this for their feature. And then after that, we'll have the Lone Star Dwarf Club. That's going to be fun to watch. Julia Childs. No relation to the now deceased chef, Julia Childs. Don't look now, Mike Jacobs. You got a little bit of company. Clifton Wisnett in that pink number 10. It's a great battle for second. Looks like Team Pinky. That car gets stronger as the laps wind down. Maybe gets a little bit of heat in the tires. Flagman says 2 laps to go. Julia Childs coming off a 4-1 last time, taking the white flag. What can Clifton do? Into 3, coming off a 4-1 last time, taking the checkered flag. Julia Childs, ladies and gentlemen. Then it's Mike Jacobs and Clifton Wisnett. Bragg. On the gas, we're green flag racing. Bragg, Guyton going into one. Oh, look at Abby. Abby 3 wide. Florio says we need to whoa her down a little bit. Oh, baby. Abby, Shirley, Tucker 3 wide for third. Tucker, I think they're just going to race 3 wide the entire race. They're comfortable with it. Missy Shirley's not because her husband, Brad, is in the middle of that sandwich. Here comes James Guyton. Bragg, Guyton, Abby, Shirley, and Tucker, top 5. The 766 of Shane Purdy, he's off the track. Abby takes over the second spot from Guyton. Brad Shirley using the low groove. Get by Guyton for third. Tucker's he likes the high groove. Guyton took that, so Tucker ducks underneath and gets up to his door of James Guyton. That's 68. But it's been Bragg all race. Started pole. Abby, high side hustling, coming off of 4. He's trying to make up ground on that 24T. Tyler Bragg. Tucker, Shirley, Guyton, Honish, Bell. We got the dance off masters. 5th, 6th, and 7th. Team Bump and Grind with James Honish. Team White Boy Dancer. He's in the middle. Oh, look at that. Jeffrey Abbey takes over the lead from the 24T and Tyler Bragg. Tucker, Gabe Tucker in that 95T. He loves that high groove. He's looking to the outside. Pulls up to the door of the 24T going into 3. This is shaping up to be a great A feature. These Southern Sport mods, they put on a show, ladies and gentlemen. Abby, Tucker, Bragg, Shirley, Guyton, Honish, Bell, Florio, Noel, and Jimmy DeRamus. Abby's putting a little bit of distance between him and the 95T at Gabe Tucker. Brad Shirley getting a heck of a run coming off of 4. He's looking to take over the 3rd spot from the 24T. These guys are kind of strung themselves out a little bit. Jeffrey Abbey using that middle groove on both corners. Gabe Tucker looking to the bottom. See if there's any meat down there. Maybe he can gain a little bit of ground. Shirley on the high groove. He's looking to take over the 3rd spot from the 24T of Bragg. High side hustling. Oh, Tucker getting a heck of a run. Car pushes up a little bit coming off of 2. Loses a little bit of ground. It's been all Jeffrey Abbey. Flagman says 2 laps to go. Who will it be? Abbey or Tucker? Tucker's doing everything he can to get to the bumper. Driving it in deep into 3. Off of 4, white flag waving for Jeffrey Abbey in that 37. Here comes Gabe Tucker. He's getting a run coming off of 2. Can he drive it in deep, or are we going to see a slide job? Off of 4. Give it to Jeffrey Abbey with your race win. Gabe Tucker, Brad Shirley, Bragg, James Guyton, James Honish. Doug, I don't even know. Anyways, green flag, we're racing. 71-28. Chance Hull using that bottom groove. 0-2. Danny Rogers up to third. Brent Mayfield fourth. Ty McCoy fifth. Got a great battle for the lead. 3 wide for the lead. Look at Danny Rogers. Power move. Power move for the lead. Scott Patterson settles in for second. Then you got Chance Hull third. 84, David Garland fourth. Ty McCoy fifth. Dallas Patterson. And that 32. Jeff Patterson, that 27P. Danny Rogers, 0-2. I think that's a Peter D, I believe. I know a little bit, just a little bit about these. Actually, you know what? It might be a leaders. There are some Peter D's out there. I know that for a fact. Oh, got trouble. Right front flat for that 32. 32 of Mr. Patterson. He's pulling it to the infield. Oh, we got trouble. Ernest Mayfield around in that 53. He's in the infield. Danny Rogers. David Garland. Chance Hull third. Scott Patterson fourth. Ty McCoy fifth. Danny Rogers is already up in lap traffic. Got that 0-2 humming. Passes the 55 and the 9. Putting those guys a lap down. David Garland in second. Chance Hull third. Ty McCoy fourth. Scott Patterson fifth. Seven down, 8 to go. It's been all Danny Rogers. He shot out like a cannon coming out of 2. Passed everybody for the lead. He's been steadily lapping the field. Putting about a straightaway on the 84, David Garland. That 0-2 is on a rail tonight. Five laps to go. Danny Rogers. David Garland. Chance Hull. Ty McCoy. Woo, high side hustling, Mr. Chance Hull. It's all clean air for the 0-2 of Danny Rogers. He's coming up on lap traffic. The 53 of Ernest Mayfield. Into 3. Rolling the bottom, coming off of 4. Flagman says 2 laps to go. We've got a great battle between Chance Hull and Ty McCoy for third. They're dicing in and out of traffic. Ty's getting a heck of a run. White flag waving for the 0-2 of Danny Rogers. David Garland, Chance Hull. Then you got Ty McCoy for 4th. That's a great battle. That is the best battle on the track right now as Danny Rogers is going into 3, coming off a 4. He's got no competition. He's taking a checker flag. Danny Rogers, ladies and gentlemen.